Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. Today we're doing another TBR Cards vlog, and it is vlog number 3. I know it's been, I think, 5 months, but I'm ready to get back into these again. I've made a couple extra. I think I made like 12 or 13 other ones to add in. So essentially what they look like are like these. They are each decorated with decorations that I have taken off Instagram or Pinterest or on Canva, and obviously I am not trying to steal anyone's artwork. These are just for my purpose alone. I don't use them for anything else. I don't sell them, nothing. So these are just a way to be creative because I love being creative. And I know it's hard to see these. I do put up pictures when I play with them, and you will see them closer up so that they're not so blurry or hard to see. So essentially what I do, I'm going to explain this again when we do the picking of the cards, but I have draw cards and each of them have something like draw 1 or draw 2 cards and combine them, or have a pet pick between 3 of the prompts or whatever. And then whatever those say is what I do. Now I can either get 1 card with them or I can get multiple, and I have to have a book for each of them, so on and so forth. So I do only pull 3 times for the draw cards, and that'll give me a certain number of prompt cards. And I fulfill those no matter how many we end up getting. And then, of course, I always add on a my pick or a mood read, if you will, to kind of separate if I need a break and I can just pick something that I really want to read. So that is how I do this. I will leave the playlist for these down below. It's been a while, like I said, since I've played this, so things have definitely changed since then. But yeah, it's still fun regardless, and I always end up finding some interesting reads that I wouldn't have necessarily picked up right now. So we're gonna get right into it, and I can't wait to show you guys some of these newer ones that I have made. So let's get right into it. Okay, so here we are once again. It's been a while, but I have my draw cards and I have my TBR prompt cards. I apologize for the amount of movement happening. I'm hoping next year I get a new desk, but for now my tripod is hanging on for dear life on this desk, and it's gonna have to work. I have already shuffled these because obviously I don't want to hit the tripod, so you're just gonna have to trust me. Essentially, like I did in the other 2, if you haven't seen those, I will try to leave the playlist link down below so that you can watch the first and the second vlog where I did my TBR card vlogs. But anyway, I will be picking 3 draw cards. Now these draw cards can have me picking multiple TBR prompts or just 1, so the amount of books varies depending on the draw card. I will, however, be adding in 1 book that is called a my pick, but it's essentially a mood read. It just kind of helps even things out. That way, if I need a break between the books I've picked, I can just plop that one right in between and still count it. So let's get right into it. We're going to be picking our first draw card. Hopefully this game is nice. Okay, combine the next 2 prompts. So I'm going to be picking 2 of these, and I have to combine them. Now, like I said before, I don't know if all of them can be combined, so if not, we'll cross that road when we get there. But first card, read an indie/self-published book, okay, and has an odd amount of letters in the title. Okay, so I will put pictures up here of these cards so that you guys can get a better view of them. I know that this is really hard with the glossy photo paper they're printed on and the lamination. So I have to read an indie self-published book that has an odd amount of letters in the title. I can do that. I'm hopeful that I can do that. So that is book 1. I'm going to set that there. Okay, draw card number 2. Draw 1 and pull pick. Okay, so I'm going to pick one. Has a trope I love. Okay, so I have a lot of tropes I love. So this could be any, but maybe I'll pick 1 book for 4 different tropes that I love, and have you guys pull pick. So I'm going to put that one there. So far, not too bad. We only have 2 books. Okay, here's the third and final one. Draw 1 prompt. Okay, I can do that. Gothic. Wow. Am I feeling gothic? I'm not in the mood for gothic, but you know what? I think I could probably find something to fit this. So, okay. So I'm gonna push these over here. The first one I have is, it was combined 2 prompts. So I got read an indie / self-published book that has an odd amount of letters in the title. And then I have draw 1 and pull pick, and I pulled has a trope I love. Now I'm going to be picking 4 different books, each with a different trope that I love, and you guys will be picking which one I read, and hopefully you guys don't do me dirty. You will find out, I guess, by the time I get to this book, but here's a hoping. And then I got draw 1 prompt, and that is a gothic book. So I do actually have an idea what I could do for the majority of these. And then of course I do have my my pick. So I will also have that in here. So we were going to have 4 books for this vlog. I'm really excited. I am going to go and figure out which books I'm going to be hopefully reading first. So I guess the next clip you'll see me, I will have started a book. So let's get to it. Okay guys, it's time for the first check-in. It is currently Thanksgiving Day. It's like 9:30 at night. After everything that went on today and I finally got a chance to relax, I did end up listening to the entirety of my first book. So I am very sorry, but I really can't say much about it because it's the 3rd book in a series. So the book that I picked out was Beautifully Broken Spirit by Catherine Cowles, and this was going for the indie self-published book that has odd amount of letters in the title. So if I miscounted, no I didn't, because I have already finished this book. But what can I say about this? I can't remember too much about the first 2 because I read them way earlier in the year and I have a goldfish brain, but for the most part, this series revolves around this small town set in Sutter Lake, and Catherine Cowles likes to have like a big family that we follow a bunch of the characters for, and also immediate like friends and whatever surrounding that family and like their romances and everything. And we also have a lot of suspense in these. We have some spice. We have a bunch of different tropes. For the 3rd one, we did have friends to lovers. We had single mom trope. I'm trying to think of what else we had. I don't want to spoil anything, but I did really enjoy this book. I think that's all I'm going to say about it because honestly, you should just read Catherine Cowles if you haven't, because her books are so binge-worthy and so good and so well done. They're very well written. I just love Catherine Cowles' books, and this was the 2nd series that I am currently reading of hers. I read the Tattered and Torn series, and I'm trying to go back and read one of her older series, and then I'm going to go forward and then back, like just kind of catching up. I will say though that I think in January she has a new, I think it's a standalone book coming out. It is a romantic suspense, and I believe it deals with like a podcast and maybe like someone living in her van. So you should definitely check that out if you want to like dip your toes into her writing or stories. And she also has a couple more books coming out in her latest series next year. So I'm really excited to get to those. I've been hearing so many good things about it, and I just want more of her writing, her characters, her small towns. I just want more of it, all of it. I love it. So in return, I think I would give this, it's not quite a 4. It's not a 5. So I settled on a 4.5. There were just like a couple things that I felt like could have been fleshed out a little better. But other than that, I really enjoyed it, and it has gotten me back into wanting to read. I did read the audiobook for this one, so if I didn't say that, then I'm sorry. But I'm super excited. This was the 3rd book I read for November. November has been really rough. Like, the past couple months have been really rough reading-wise. Like, I went on the cruise. I've had a bunch of like other things going on with me, my kids. There's medical things and whatnot. I'm not trying to make excuses, obviously, but I just wanted to explain to you guys what kind of happened, because I was all ready to go in November, and then we went on our cruise, and it just, everything went like downhill from there. And I feel like I've just recovered enough now that I feel like I want to film again and I want to read again. So the fact that I've only now just finished my third book of November is really sad for me. If that's all you read in a year, like, good for you. Like, I'm very happy for you. But for me, that is like so low. And I am really sad about it because I love reading. But, you know, sometimes you just got to take a break, and that was what I needed. And I think I'm ready to get back on it. So I will be maybe starting another book tonight. I'm not sure which one. I have a couple of ideas. Like Gothic, I don't know. Like, on one hand, I know there's Gothic romances, which I really love romances because they get through. What am I trying to say? I love romances because I can get through them faster and they're easier to read. However, I do have a book that I think I bought full price for on Kindle that I never read, and it's Diavola, and I've heard really good things about it, and I also have the audiobook for this one. So I kind of want to do that one since I did buy it full price this year. So I'm not sure what I'm doing for that one yet. And then the other one, which is the poll pick for A Trope I Love. I currently have up a poll. It has enemies to lovers, it has reverse harem, it has small town, it has a stalker romance. And I put one book assigned to each of them, and the poll is currently up right now. So I don't know if, because I think it's been 24 hours that that's been up, so I think I might check that, see what's winning, and then maybe start that book tonight. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing for that, but I'm really excited to read something else. And then I also have my pick, so I have 3 more books left for this vlog, and so far we're not doing too bad. So I could continue on in the Sutter Lake series and read the 4th book, because I would really love to finish this series before the end of the year. And I only have 2 books left, so I could use that one as my pick, or I could use my book club pick for next month as that pick, but I don't know. I guess when I get off here, I will figure it out, and then I will come back and chat with you guys tomorrow and hopefully look a little more presentable. But I'm feeling tired, food comaed, and just ready to relax. So I wanted to check in. I feel like so rusty. It's taken me multiple clips to get this one in. So bear with me, and I will chat with you guys tomorrow when I figured out what I am reading next. Good morning. It is the next day. I am still in my PJs, and I wanted to show you that it kind of snowed out. Oh, there's the dogs. They had to go potty. Anyway, but I wanted to tell you that I ended up starting the My Pick book last night. I have not finished it, but I think I'm like 70-something% of the way through. So I did indeed pick up the 4th book in the Sutter Lake series, Beautifully Broken Control. We're following Kane and Kennedy, and I really can't say more about them because it's the 4th book in a series, but just know that I'm really enjoying it. I think I have an hour left on the audiobook, so I'm going to be finishing that this morning. But I did want to let you guys know who won the poll pick. So here's a picture. As you can see, Avalon Tower won. So I might be starting that one today, or I might just go for the Gothic book and read Diavola. So I don't know. It's a toss-up between what I'm feeling. So I could probably start Avalon Tower because I don't have the audiobook for it. But I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to make some coffee, get something to eat, and finish that audiobook. Hey guys, it is Friday, November 29th. I did indeed finish Beautifully Broken Control by Catherine Cowles this morning. Like I said before, I only had like an hour left. I listened to it. It was wonderful. I loved it. I gave it, it wasn't quite a 5-star. It was like a 4.75. I feel like she rushes through the things at the end, like the tension-y, angsty stuff kind of, and everything kind of wraps up pretty quickly, but it doesn't hinder my enjoyment. So it's not quite a 5-star, but it's not a 4-star. So it was pretty close, so 4.75. Like I said before, I really can't tell you much about it because it's the 4th book in a series. We follow Kennedy and Kane. I absolutely love this couple. One of my favorites from this series. And I can't wait to finish the last book, not only because I will be finishing another series, but because I want to jump into one of her newer series and read that and then go back and finish the oldest series, I think was the first one she wrote or whatever. So anyway, yes, that one I finished, and I did start listening to Diavola, which is my pick for the Gothic prompt that we got. I honestly wasn't feeling Gothic right now. Like, I want to get in the mood for Christmassy things, but I'm not too mad about it. So this book is by Jennifer Thorne. I've never read anything by this author before. We are following Anna, and quite literally, she is the black sheep of her family. They just have such a weird dynamic with each other, and it's constantly like they're always nagging on her, even though they really do rely on her for a lot, even if it's just because she can speak a certain language or because she takes the brunt of things when someone needs an excuse or something. But this book, we're following Anna, like I said, and her family are going on a vacation to Italy, and immediately when she gets there, she notices that this house they're kind of staying at, it's kind of like a Airbnb almost, but I don't know. And she finds that it's really weird, and as they're going on through their vacation, things start to happen to them, and they hear voices, they see shadows, they're hearing noises, they're feeling things, and at one point they miss an entire day. They don't know what happened, and at the point I'm at now, I am 61% of the way through it. While I'm crafting, I'm listening to it, but I am starting to get excited to see like what's going to transpire, like why is this horror feeling. So far it's just been a lot of like family drama, and while that's okay, I do prefer like a little bit more. So I hope like the last 40% of this book gives me that. And that's all I really have to update you guys with right now. I think I might try and finish the audiobook tonight. I'm not sure, but I definitely do want to start Avalon Tower later tonight while I'm laying in bed before I go to sleep, because I have to read it on my phone in the Kindle app. I do not have an audiobook for that. I could get one, but like I kind of want to like read something with my eyeballs. So that is the plan. I'm sorry for like no b-roll. I find that I do better when there's no b-roll in here and it's just clips of me updating you guys. So hopefully you enjoy that. Every now and again I'll put in like a piece of b-roll, but this video is going to be like really short because I've already read the indie self-published book with an odd amount of letters in the title. I read my pick, and I'm almost done with the Gothic pick. All that's left is the poll pick for a trope I love, and that'll be Avalon Tower because that's what won the poll pick for, I think it's Enemies to Lovers. So this vlog is going to be done roughly in like the next couple days, and I'm just really excited about it. So I will check in with you guys either later tonight or tomorrow. It is 10 at night, and I have officially finished Diavola by Jennifer Thorne. I ended up giving this a 3.25. I don't know what it was about this book, but like it was like watching a train wreck and you just can't look away, but you don't understand how the train wrecked. Like, I guess, like, I understood the story, but I didn't understand the family dynamics a lot. Like, I just didn't understand why they despised Anna so much. And like, I don't know, I'm so confused by that, and I don't know if you're supposed to be, but it did bring it down for me. And yeah, the creepiness of like what's going on with this house and everything, and like this key, and it was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but I'm glad I read this. I ended up, like I said, giving it a 3.25, and happy that's done with. We got Gothic off the table. Now I only have the one book left, and that's Avalon Tower, and I'm hoping to get it started tonight. And I guess I'll check in tomorrow. It would be nice to finish this book in like the next couple days, so hopefully I can achieve that. But I don't have a lot left to say. I didn't love Diavola, didn't hate it. It was just meh, and I'm excited to get to Avalon Tower. Okay, so we're back at the tree. I wanted to give you guys an update on Avalon Tower. I did start it last night. I am 10% of the way through, so not very far. There is a lot of stuff that has happened, like a lot of like world building, I guess, but I already tried to film this clip, and my like sick addled brain can't seem to process everything that I read and put it into words. So please bear with me. We're following Nia, and she decided to save up for a long time to come to France because she really likes France. But everyone's kind of told her like, oh, why would you want to go there? Because there is this fairy border. It's like a mist border, and you start to find out things that happen, like the Fae have entered our realm and they started taking over in France, and there's this like wall of mist that if you go near it you'll like kind of lose your mind and die or whatever. And you also find out that there's Fae soldiers walking the streets looking for these demi-Fae who kind of are like against the current Fae king, and they're supposed to be killed on sight when they're found or like seen fleeing. So she inadvertently finds a group of these demi-Fae trying to escape, except in the prologue we find out that the people who were supposed to help them were killed by these soldiers. So now there's no one to take them to their rendezvous point, and there's Fae soldiers searching for them. So when Nia sees this group, she tries very hard to help them. She just can't not help them. And we end up finding out as she's trying to help them get to this harbor or whatever where the boats are, that she goes into the mist, and everyone's like, oh my god, she's gonna die. Well, she's in there and nothing's happening. So she gets the others to hide in there with her, and they're all shocked that she can do this, but it helps them kind of escape these one soldiers coming, and she gets them to the docks, and then she realizes that the person helping them is a Fae that she has met when she was younger, when she used to come to France all the time with her mother. And after some issues, she's ending up on the ship and going with the guy and all the people and everything to the safe haven. So that's where I'm at. And yeah, so I don't have much more to say. It's very interesting so far, kind of slow. Not sure how I feel about the main character, but I'm definitely going to give it more, obviously, and I will let you guys know my thoughts later. Okay guys, I'm here with the final update for this vlog. I have DNF'd the last book, Avalon Tower. This is the trope I love that you guys pull picked for me, for enemies to lovers. I did give this book till 19%, which was 105 pages. I feel like 100 pages is like a good enough range to really get a feel for a book and if you're going to enjoy it. And this book, I believe, is like over 500 pages, so I had to think about it on if I was going to enjoy the book more or if I just didn't feel it at all, because there are tons of other books on my December TBR that I would much rather read. And so I came to the decision to DNF this book. I felt like the authors were trying to do too much in this world. We had like the modern day Fae romance, specifically in France, like just in France, and then they were trying to add in Arthurian legends or whatever. And it just felt like they were just trying to do too much, like and it just didn't fit together right. I didn't care about the characters. I was actually really annoyed by the characters. I was never sucked in. I was intrigued by like a few things that happened in the beginning, but not enough for me to care. So I don't really have much more to say about this book other than I really just was not liking it, and I'm really sad about it because I thought I would love it, but it is what it is. So with that being said, I have finished this vlog. So I had my pick, which was, no wait, first I read Beautifully Broken Spirit, and that was for an indie self-published book with automatic letters in the title. And I ended up giving this one, what did I say? I think I said like 4.5 stars or something, but I just rounded it up and gave it 5 stars because I love Catherine Cowles and all her books. And then next I decided to continue on with the series, and for my pick I went for Beautifully Broken Control, and I did give this book 5 stars. I loved these characters and I can't wait to get to the final book. And then next I read for the Gothic prompt, which was Diavola. I gave this 3 stars. It was okay, wasn't my favorite, still a little confused by it. And then of course we had the Trope I Love as a poll pick, and again, Avalon Tower, I DNF'd it. So, not too bad. We did have one DNF, which I haven't been DNFing as much, but I just have so many books that I'd rather read that I don't want to waste my time on them. So that one, unfortunately, was DNF'd, but I got 2 other 5 stars out of it and continued on a series. And I read Diavola, which was a book that I had bought full price this year, intending on reading it for someone's book club. I want to say the book troop, but I could be wrong. And I never got to it, so I was happy to finally get to that. So, with that being said, that is the end of this vlog, but before we go, I got this beautiful edition for Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRue. This is the first book in the Souls trilogy. I read this first book, I think, last year, and I absolutely loved it, so when I saw there was a special edition of this, I had to get it. This was my birthday present to myself. So, like, look at these beautiful sprayed edges, and then take the dust jacket off, and we've got this, like, it's hard to tell, but it's like this purpley pink foiling, and it's just stunning. And then the end pages are just this. They are the same, which is still stunning. And then Leon's point of views, I think, are the stag. And then, oh, sorry, that wasn't Leon. That was an author's thing. Leon's are the stag. And then Ray's are like the forest silhouette. So I love this. And then, of course, the dust jacket does have a reversible dust jacket. So this is what it looks like. I'm trying not to get the glare. I do prefer this side because look at that, it's gorgeous. It is like the original cover, I believe, but with foiling, and I am sorry, but I just love it. This came in the mail today on December 1st. Today is December 1st, and this was my birthday present to myself, and I am so in love with it. And I'm not sure if they're doing the rest in these covers because I honestly want to get all 3 of them in this edition. So I'm going to keep my eye out for these. But I wanted to show that to you guys. It's sitting right here. And I can lovingly look at it from my bed. So I just wanted to let you guys see that because it deserved to get attention. Anyway, that's everything for this vlog. So if you like this video, like it down below, comment letting me know if you guys like these kind of vlogs, and if you want me to continue doing them. I absolutely love doing them. And subscribe if you want to. I'd greatly appreciate it. And until my next video, I will see you guys again soon. Bye!